On Tuesday, the Indian occupied Kashmir, which is indeed occupied Kashmir. This is either Azad Kashmir or Gilgit-Baltistan. Our ancestors' land was also divided and within the occupied Kashmir Valley, just like the previous attack, which resulted in the Pulwama attack. If you remember, at that time too, a front was opened against Pakistan. As a result of that front, February came. And in that February, we said that if you want to learn something, then come back. We even served tea to their pilot, Abhinandan, and sent him off. If you have a desire to engage in such antics, be careful, because the Rafale jets haven't arrived yet. Modi had to say that if we had Rafale, then I would have seen. So the Rafale hasn't arrived yet, so be cautious. Anyway, another attack happened in Indian-occupied Kashmir. At that time, they had proven it, and the state governor had slapped India in the face by saying that we had asked them to send planes, but they didn't. And as a result, this happened. Even now, the same thing is happening, especially with the vice president, who is married in India. And he is a representative of white supremacists. This vice president of the United States is a big extremist. When Trump was about to appoint a vice president, someone said that if he is even slightly moderate, they will provoke you to remove him. So appoint someone more extremist than yourself so that they fear that if you are removed, he will come. So he appointed someone more foolish, stingy, and extremist than himself. But this representative of white supremacists is married to an Indian woman, and they have children, whom Modi is giving to them. During these lullabies, you know that they have no place in hypocrisy. The BJP people, Ajit, and they have conducted a false flag operation there. What can I do, brother? The top trend right now is the false flag operation. The Indian false flag operation was set up to carry out the attack. Now, these highly sensitive people from Israel, who had become numb from the killings, came here to enjoy. If you want to take them to tour Kashmir, all planes land at Srinagar Airport. Take them by plane, not by bus. They first checked and confirmed that they had Israeli nationality, and then they were given a DOS card on the spot, according to India's own reporting, which is being released to the media. 28 Israelis have been sent to hell, and about 8 are in critical condition. But our brother, the pure state of Pakistan, or I, have nothing to do with it. Civilian lives should not be lost, not in the way they are being lost in Israel, nor in the way they are happening here. But as soon as this attack happened, just like PTI had prepared the narrative of February 8th in advance, with posts and videos ready, and they announced their victory by 5 p.m., when voting was until 6 p.m., PTI attacked on social media and later on mainstream media as soon as the attack happened. They brought up such things against the government of Pakistan, saying, "What have you done? That's your internal matter. Deal with it there." Another thing is that whenever something happens, like Bill Clinton's visit, blood is shed in occupied Kashmir by the establishment and agencies there. Whether it's the French president's visit or the American or European visit, the people of occupied Kashmir always suffer. So it happened again, and they slaughtered or killed them there and made noise that Pakistan did it, even though we have nothing to do with it. Now, let me tell you a little about Pahalgam. Yes, Pahalgam in occupied Kashmir. The attack on tourists is, as usual, Indian media's fabrication and false propaganda. This afternoon, in Pahalgam, occupied Kashmir, there were alleged attacks on tourists. The Indian media, especially social media accounts associated with the path, have reported the attacks. Immediately after, they began spewing their venomous rhetoric against Pakistan. And continuously, the attack was repeatedly mentioned as targeting non-Muslims by exploiting the religion card. and repeatedly. Traditionally, India stages false flag operations during foreign dignitaries' visits or significant events to distract and divert global attention from the Indian government's atrocities, bloodshed, and human rights violations in occupied Kashmir, and to further conceal the fact that the situation in Indian-occupied Kashmir is completely beyond their control. It is indeed certainly no mere coincidence that the alleged and strategically timed attack on tourists in occupied Kashmir occurred when the US Vice President was visiting India. Previously, the Modi government has consistently and repeatedly staged false operations to gain further political leverage and advantage and to cover up more of its failures. The Indian government and military have utterly and completely failed in their oppressive policies in occupied Kashmir. Over 70,000 Palestinians indeed have been killed there, martyred. That is equally as wrong as the killing of people in occupied Kashmir, but they have become extremely and very distressed. These Ruth accounts, which are operating from within the borders of Pakistan, are influenced by the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa provincial government, with 25,000 influencers ready and prepared. And isn't that right? Anyway, I said that we should also raise our voice on this matter. That's all for now. We will meet again in the next blog. May Allah the Almighty grant you ease and the ability to spread ease among the creation of God.